Good morning everyone! So today I am in Shanghai, China. Shanghai is a really cool city. There's always something going on. Actually 24 million people live here, which is crazy. But what are the real costs associated with living in such a big dynamic city? Well, today I thought that I would take you around Shanghai, check out some of the most iconic sites and talk about the real cost of living. So first let's talk about housing and the cost of renting a place out here in Shanghai. Let's go! I live in a shared apartment and I pay 3,500 kwai a month for it. Add utility bills and that totals 4,000 kwai a month. This is pretty typical for a shared apartment in the center of Shanghai. Most expats pay between 3,000 to 4,000 kwai, and if you want your own space, prices can start from around 5,000 to 6,000 kwai. Obviously, if you live further away from the center, you're gonna pay a lot less. Now, the best thing about this apartment is that it's on the 19th floor, which means, drum roll, really awesome views like this. Okay, so before we go check out some sights in Shanghai, let's get some breakfast in the neighborhood. Yuyuan garden, which is in the old part of Shanghai, and it was built by a guy called Yuyuan, I think, and he built this garden for his family, for them to relax in their old age. So let's go check it out. We're going to check out the more modern side of Shanghai, and this is where Shanghai's infrastructure really shines, so let's go. We are now on Nanjing Road, which is actually the longest pedestrian shopping street in the entire world. It's home to 1 million visitors every day, and believe me guys, I think it's a little bit PG today, but in the summer this place is crazy and you just can't even move. It gets crazy busy here. If you walk all the way down this road, you'll eventually get to the Bund, which is the most iconic site in Shanghai with all the skyscrapers. So let's walk down the road and check it out. So a cool fact about the Bund is that all of the buildings you see have been built in the last 20 years, which is just crazy, and it just shows you how fast China is developing. So, 20 years ago, there was nothing, and now there's all of these iconic buildings. just finished dinner now, and as you can see it is dark. So I just wanted to give you my verdict on the cost of living in Shanghai. Housing is not cheap, like it's kind of normal price to me, but if you compare it to big cities like New York and London and Hong Kong, it's definitely a lot cheaper. Transport is cheap, food is cheap, and you can entertain yourself without breaking the bank. So I think Shanghai is a very livable city. Before I sign out, there is one more thing that you have to see, and we've already been there, but it's the Bund, and it's the Bund at night. And the Bund at night is probably the most amazing thing here in Shanghai, and you have to check it out. So let's check it out.